and it comes your way. Next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us in South America in the vibrant and colorful Brazilian beachside city of Rio de Janeiro. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Mounties of Sacramento taking on the Nighthawks of Rio de Janeiro. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rio de Janeiro team.
They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the visitors from Sacramento.
And this is what every one of these guys waits for each and every week, CD. That moment of anticipation just before the game begins.
I know most of these guys have played well over 100 games dating back to their high school days. Imagine that number could go all the way back to the Little League type of ball. But that excitement before a game, it never gets old. They all know how to channel it once they actually kick this one off, though.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year of the NFL now.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well.
Throwing to start the drive. Tanner. He gets it to Thomas. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Well, this defense certainly knows they're going to have their hands full trying to slow down this passing game. Here's an example on the very first play from scrimmage. I think we'll see some different looks, maybe some pressure from different places, but it didn't work there, and it's a quick first down.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 25 carries, 119 yards.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Tanner. And that will be incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
So they bring out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. This is taken at the 15. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the veteran who will be leading them now in his 8th year in the NFL.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
2nd and 10.
To throw again. Boom. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Jake Moody now for the point after.
He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now 2nd and 5.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
On 3rd down, boom. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 22.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on 1st down. Boom.
Well, he short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete. When you look at this defense,
this unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Now a handoff up the middle. Dorsey.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. To throw on second down. Tanner. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
To throw on third down. Tanner. Looking for Campbell downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Here's Sacramento's offense once more.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
2nd down and 3.
Up the middle they go. Dorsey.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 15 yards on the play, first down.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like bats, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Looking to throw. Tanner. And that is incomplete here.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On first down, boom. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
When you look at this defense,
they enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
while they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Now a play fake here on first down. Out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
On 3rd and 2.
Boom. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. Off the bootleg. Boom. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
An incomplete pass on first down. Here's 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. Sacramento with the football here as we get set to begin quarter 2. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there.
His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Mounties are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. Now the Rio offense set to take over. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And this offense on third down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And they bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That's taken on the 25. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And now this offense comes back out onto the... On first down, Reese. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Reese. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Off play action. Tanner. He finds his man. Complete. That's Alexander. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Tanner. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often.
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to...
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack, but he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Way back at the 19 now. What do they have here on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw. Tanner. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will take the lead at 13-10.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
Throw left side complete. That's Bates. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Back to throw. Boom. Completes it to Ellison to the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Jenkins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
11 yards there, 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and 10. Boom.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Off the play fake. Boom. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, boom. And this is going to be incomplete.
And when you throw as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And he has just got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that's going to tie us at 13. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Rio offense set to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Looking to throw. Tanner. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The offense on third down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Tanner. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And on now is the punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Throwing on first down. Boom. His throw incomplete.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23.
3rd and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. Reese. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And they'll send out their punter now. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That's pulled in at the 32. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Rio offense about to set up shop once again. As we eke closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Thomas brings it in. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Operating from the gun, Tanner. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
2nd down and 6 now.
Now a handoff up the middle. Dorsey. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. To throw on 3rd down, Tanner. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And his kick is indeed good, and they have regained the lead. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll begin in the AFC North as we head up to
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Steps away. Now he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On first down, it's Jenkins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Looking to throw on 2nd down.
It's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
On third down, Reese. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. And his pass incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
On second down, Reese. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And a short gain here, down to the 22. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Out left, Ellison's got it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to make it 4th down. Looking to throw. Boom. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the 3rd quarter. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They'll get this out wide to Taylor.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out.
Back to throw. Tanner. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
To throw on second down. Tanner. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Dorsey. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind down the 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Back to the same target. Campbell busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Off play action. Tanner. Campbell making the catch. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They'll run on 1st down. Dorsey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
That one good for 7 as this long drive continues, and the chains move again. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a handoff up the middle. Dorsey. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Tanner. And he's got it. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now a handoff running through the middle. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And his kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
Here's Sacramento's offense once more. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Reese. And it'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Boom. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, Tanner. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This will be third and a mile. Back to throw. Tanner. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Good footwork at the 30. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. They'll start on the ground here on first down. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jenkins. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. Now the Rio offense set to take over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point. Now second and 3. Off the play fake. Tanner. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
From the gun on third down. Tanner able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on third down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
It's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Looking to throw. Tanner. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Operating from the gun. Tanner. Throw right side here going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Sacramento's offense once more.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Boom. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bates. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line.
Well, the Rio offense about to set up shop once again. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Up the middle they go. Dorsey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 4.
Looking to throw. Tanner. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Dorsey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
On 3rd down, Tanner. He's going to wind up and air it out. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now this series could very well determine our outcome.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and
he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Well, the Rio offense about to set up shop once again. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Tanner
Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tanner to the right side and complete to Thomas. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
So here we go. It's Jake Moody now in a big spot.
This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Throwing to start the drive. Boom. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. To throw on 2nd down. Boom. And his throw here's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. To throw on 3rd down. Boom. Being chased out left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st and 10. Boom.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
He finds his man complete. That's Jenkins. And he's got this down to the 35.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Now a throw here to his running back. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Bates.
This is 1st and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Pass interference. Defense.
Now 1st and goal. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
And his kick here is good.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. On 3rd down, Dorsey. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. And his kick is absolutely perfect.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Throwing to start the drive. Boom. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. In trouble, and he's taken down.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
And the pressure gets to him again.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and
a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish. Just love the execution, love the tenacity.